Namaste, dear friends. Continuing our discussion about the three types of Koshtha, Mridu, Madhyama, and Krura Koshtha, we are going to see some references from the other texts and finally the reference from the same text, Ashtanga Sangraha, from the chapter of Virechana. Before getting into the further details of what other authors have to say, Ayurveda Rasayana commentary of Ashtanga Hridaya talks about how to assess Mridu, Madhyama, and Krura Koshtha. Madhyamena Shodhanena Hinayogi Kruraha Atiyogi Mriduhu Samyak Yogi Madhyaha. So, when a medicine meant for Shodhana, that is eliminatory procedure, purgation is given, and in Madhyama Matra, and if the same medicine produces purgation on a very lower scale or almost nil, then it is Krura Koshtha, which means it has not been able to execute its effect. And when the same medicine in the same Madhyama dosage is able to produce excessive purgation, then it is Mridu Koshtha because of the tender Koshtha or the softness of the Koshtha. And Samyak Yoga means Madhyama Koshtha. Samyak Yoga means whatever purgation output was desired from this Madhyama Shodhana, that has been achieved. If that happens, then that Koshtha has to be understood as Madhyama Koshtha. Now, Ashtanga Hridayam, the same reference about the three types of Koshtha, chapter 1, shloka number 9, Sarvanga Sundara Vyakhyana, says that Sleshmadhike Madhyama Koshte na Samyak Virechitvam Samakafetu Madhya Koshte Suvirechitvam iti. We had seen in the previous discussion that Madhyama Koshtha is possible due to two reasons, in two settings. One, in Samadosha or Samyavastha of all the doshas, and the Madhyama Koshtha is also possible due to dominance of Kapha dosha. But there is some difference between the two. The very purpose of discussing about Koshtha is to apply this while implementing our Panchakarma procedure, especially Virechanam. So, understanding the difference between Madhyama Koshtha due to Samadosha and Madhyama Koshtha due to Kapha dosha or Sleshma is by this shloka. That is, the Virechana will not be proper in Madhyama Koshtha due to Sleshma or Kapha dominance, whereas if the same Madhyama Koshtha is due to balanced Samadosha of all the three doshas, then Suvirechitvam, the Virechana will be very much in proper manner. Chapter 18 of Sutrasthana, Ashtanga Hridaya, further discusses about the possibilities how Mridu Koshtha, Madhyama Koshtha, Krura Koshtha can happen. Bahupitti Mridu Koshtha, that is, even by Kshira and very mild purgatives like Arabgadha, etc., Mridu Koshtha will be responsive and purgation will happen. Whereas Prabhuta Maruto Kruraha, Krichara Virechanam, that is due to dominance of Vata dosha, excessive Vata dosha, the Virechana or purgation will be with difficulty, and this difficulty is perceivable even by strong purgatives like Trivrit, Kankushta, Snuhikshira, etc. And the commentary says the word api means Arakvadhadibhir na virichyate. So, the Krichara Virechana, the Virechana will happen with difficulty due to strong purgative medicines, whereas by mild purgatives, Virechana will never happen at all in Krura Koshtha. Sushita Samhita in chapter 33 talks about what guna virechana aushadha should be used for the three koshtas. It's very simple. For mridu koshta, mridu guna virechana aushadha should be selected. In madhyama koshta, madhyama guna virechana aushadha, and krura koshta, tishna guna virechana aushadha. On the whole, a virechana aushadha in general, a virechana aushadha means a shodhana aushadha, will have an inherent property of tishna guna, because it is that tishna guna which is going to exhibit its shodhana karma. Even within that, if the virechana aushadha can have grades like mild, moderate, and severe, mridu, madhyama, and tikshna, then that has to be followed for mridu koshta, madhyama koshta, and krura koshta respectively. Ashtanga Sangraha, Sutra Sthana, chapter 27, shloka 30, gives an interesting quote, that is, how Krura Koshta escapes Vyapat due to Sleshma. Now, when a normal patient who is not having Krura Koshta is given a Virechana Aushadha, even after proper Shodhana or Virechana, there is a possibility that Sleshma, the Kapha dosha, can move downward, can conceal or cover the Grahani bhaga, and then it can cause heaviness or pravahika lakshanas. Samyak viriktasya apicha adhasrastah sleshma grahanim chadayitva gauravam apadayati pravahikamba. That is, this possibility is occurring only in people who don't have Krura Koshta. Whereas in Krura Koshta, where there is Prabhuta Maruta or Vata dominance, natu esha dosho ati Krura Koshtasya vayuvatmakatvat. Which means, in the Hindu commentary it says, Tatha viriktasya sleshma hridayat kuksho upasrasto. So the meaning of the word adhasrastaha means the sleshma from its original sthana of uras or hridaya desha moves downward to the kukshi, that is the abdomen, and there it starts covering up the grahani bhaga, making it dull, resulting in heaviness or pravahika. Whereas Hindu in his commentary also says, in response to the shloka, Krura koshtasya tu vata koshtatvat sleshma koshte na kinchit shaknoti. Because of Krura koshta, sleshma is totally defeated by the dominance of vata, and that's why the quotation says, Koshte na kinchit shaknoti. Sleshma is not able to do any of its covering up activity in the koshta due to the dominance of vata. In shloka 34, Vruddha says that Bahupitto mruduhu kshira ikshurasa amla takra mastu guda krisara sarpi nava madhya ushnodaka Pilu Draksha Puga Phaladibhirapi. So these are all mild grade laxatives. We should not use the word purgatives. In fact, Shira is a laxative, milk is a laxative. So ranging from laxatives to mild grade purgatives are enough to effect Virechana in Mridu Koshta, where Pitta is dominant. Whereas in Bahuvata Kruraha, in Krura Koshta, Sadur Virechaha Triphala Tilvaka Trivrit Nilini Phaladibhirapi. Even high dose of Triphala Churnam, for example, or Tilvaka, Trivrit, Nilini Phaladibhi, whichever we learn in Kalpasthana, Virechana Kalpas, all those medicines, all those drugs are not able to give a free Virechana effect. Durvirecha, very difficult, with difficulty, Virechana will happen in Krura Koshta. The second method of evaluating Koshtha, apart from the above method, that is by understanding the Koshta by observing the Shodhana effect, is what we have seen just now from Shloka 34. And in the same Shloka, Acharya Vruddha says, one more way of understanding three types of Koshta is Achapana Snehana. When pure Snehapana is given, if Snehana happens, Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas happen in 3 days, then it is Mridu Koshta. In 5 days, then it is Madhyama Koshta. And in 7 days, it has to be Krura Koshta. And we all know that beyond 7 days, Snehapana is not given because it becomes Satmya. to the patient. Now, coming to one more discussion about the dosha vikalpa, which is mentioned in Ashtanga Hridayam Sarvanga Sundara Vyakhyanam about the Trividha Koshta. Suppose we have seen that Vata causes Krura Koshta, Pitta causes Mridu Koshta, and Kapha causes Madhyama Koshta, and Samadosha causes Madhyama Koshta again. Here, if there is samsarga, combination of doshas, then if it is Vata Pitta combination, then it is Mridu Koshta. If it is Vata Kapha combination, it is Krura Koshta. If it is Kapha Pitta combination, then in fact the discussion about combination of doshas with regards to Koshta Lakshana is mentioned in detail in Ayurveda Rasayana commentary of the same shloka in Ashtanga Hridaya. Vata kaphabhyam kruraha, Vata pittabhyam, Kapha pittabhyam, Sannipatacha mruduhu. Preceding line says an interesting quote, Yadaha karanadihi, Vatolbana syad grahani, Krura koshtasya dehinaha. Pittala mrudukoshtasya yogavahi tayohu kapaha. In the previous shlokas, we have learned that Vayu is the yogavahi, Vata dosha is the yogavahi with regards to Agni Beda, Jadragni Beda, and here in this Koshta Beda, the yogavahi is Kapha. So what we understand here is that Vata Pitta causes Mridu Koshta, Kapha Pitta also causes Mridu Koshta because Kapha is Yogavahi, Sannipata Acha Mridu Koshta. Again, because Kapha is Yogavahi in Sannipata. Sannipata here means not Samadosha but Vriddhi of all the three doshas. In that scenario, Kapha is still the Yogavahi while Vata Pitta combination as usual will be Mridu. And Krura Koshta happens due to Vata Kapha. Anu Bahu Vata Sleshmabhyam Kruraha iti Sushrutena. Bahu Kaphasya Kruratva Muktam. So, what we understand here is that the combination of doshas, which are the most common possibility in clinical setting, we very seldom see Ekadosha Vriddhi, we always see Samsarga, and in Samsarga situations, we need to definitely understand the Koshta Swabhava, the Koshta behavior, and whatever we have seen so far regarding the combination of Koshtas, the Koshta Lakshanas, and the combination of doshas with respect to them, and how they are being categorized, is applicable not only in Panchakarma but in other situations as well. Hope this video was interesting. If at all any points have been missed, please feel free to communicate to us through our Facebook page and the WhatsApp group or whichever mode. And when we try to explore the references regarding the same basics of Koshta Lakshanas or Koshta types in Charaka Samhita, we could get into the application aspect of Koshta Bheda in Virechana Vyapad, Vamana Virechana Vyapad Siddhisthana, and there Charakacharya gives various possibilities like what happens if a Mridu Oshada is given in Bahudosha Krura Koshta, when a Tikshna Oshada is given in Alpadosha Mridu Koshta. In this manner, Acharya explains. What comes to our mind when we see these permutations and combinations mentioned in Vamana Virechana Vyapad Siddhi is one more fantastic reference in Charaka Samhita and of course in Ashtanga Sangraha as well. The chapter is Grahani Dosha Chikitsa. Grahani Dosha Nidana and Chikitsa are to be explored if we are able to come across more references about Koshta in those chapters. If we find those, definitely we will come back and share with you all. Thank you. Namaste.